Hello everybody, my name is James and welcome to Crash CTR, the Yellow Gem Cup. So this is one of the tougher cup tournaments. I consider the Purple Gem Cup and the Yellow Gem Cup to be the hardest, and it's a unique tournament as well because it's the only tournament with the Oxide Station track, which is very rare. The only reason it's not on originally it was meant to be on the Crash Cup tournament, but it's replaced with Slide Coliseum, which looks similar to Tiny Arena, but it's not really a track, to be honest. So yeah, the reason why Oxide Station wasn't on that tournament is because I read it up, and basically if you played split screen 4-player or 2-player, it will just make the whole game lag, because the Oxide Station map itself is very big and it's got a lot of textures in it, and it does make sense, but I didn't know that was the reason, so I thought that was pretty cool to know. So, you know, turns out there were limitations of the PlayStation. But when you look at this game, it looks like they really went out of their way to make it a really good game, Naughty Dog. And this is a fantastic karting game. It's probably my favourite karting game ever. I don't know really any other karting games that I think is better than this. I mean, some people like Nintendo and they like Mario Kart, but I've never really played those. I'm not really a Mario fan. So, and that's the thing, you see, if you don't like Mario, or Link, or the Samus, a bunch of other characters as well, from Nintendo, you're not going to like the Nintendo really, because it doesn't have many third-party games, and it also, you know, it has many Mario games, and if you don't like Mario, then that's a lot of games you don't like. And wow, that race ended very quickly. But very dominant race that was. So well done there, Cortex. So that's victory taken. 2 more victories and the championship is guaranteed to be ours. So where are we heading to next? Tiny Arena. This is the longest track in the game, so let's go. Which is ironic as well, considering this is Tiny's track, and the word tiny, you'd think it's a small track, but it's not. It's actually the biggest track and the longest track in the game. Well, is it the biggest track? I mean, the track's quite big, but it's definitely the longest track in the game. Compared to Oxide Station, I think Oxide Station might be a little bit bigger, but this track is certainly the longest. And obviously, Tiny Tiger, you would think he's small, but he's not. He's actually the exact opposite of that. So it's pretty cool what they did there. Good thinking, Naughty Dog. And some consider this track to be the hardest track, simply because there's loads of bumps. I might have mentioned this before, but yeah, loads of bumps, loads of mud. Particularly in the first part of the track, it's quite hard to avoid the mud. If you haven't got a good jump, then you will be just stuck in the tunnel constantly. And it's quite hard here as well to avoid it. And it is hard to time your jumping over these bumps, because sometimes it can make you go quicker, sometimes it can make you go slower, and I just went into that stupid cap burrow. And get out my way, we keep hitting each other, for God's sake. And Crash uses a rocket, I go straight into the wall, use a bomb, didn't get anyone. Poor aiming, and I'm hitting the flipping stupid cat again. Well, that'd been thorough. And so, is it worth taking the bumps if there is a bump and then there's a bit of flat track? If the bump's big enough for you to get a speed boost as you hit the landing, oh no, rocket, damn it. If you can get enough of a boost from that bump, then yes, it's worth taking. It does make you go faster. And yeah, whoever hit me with that rocket earlier can go fuck themselves in the ass. What the hell? Alright, I didn't mean it. Calm down. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be so mean. You don't have to fuck yourself in the ass, because you can clearly do that for me and hit me with so many bloody rockets. Please don't do that again. So Crash has been staying in the lead for quite some time in this race. Oh crap! Who keeps hitting? Was that Crash that hit me with that? If that's the case, then that was good. Considering he was leading, and he managed to hit me backwards. That's pretty good. So yeah, that's 3 times a bit hit by the rocket. Oh, what the hell? That's the problem, Cortex, for having a big head. If you have a big head, you have a much bigger target to hit. Alright. I'm taking this victory, and no one is going to stop me. Oh yes, good speed boost. I will go across the line to take the second win. But yeah, look at those times. 3-second difference between each of those times. I know on the last lap in particular I had a speed boost with the Uka Uka mask, but still. Yeah. Bloody hell. I need to get something to drink after this. Oh. Surprising what you can do for talking for so long. And we are at Hot Air Skyway. Another long track. Not the longest, but nevertheless, a long track. This might be actually one of the longest tournaments as well. We'll soon see. And Crash is leading again. But in terms of the championship, Tiny's the closest one to me at the moment. And of course, if I take victory here, then the championship is mine, and I win the Yellow Gem Cup. You guys are going too fast, come back. Crash, get back here. Stop going so fast. Come on, Uka Uka. My favourite saying as well in the Crash Bandicoot games is when you pick up an Aku Aku crate, he just goes Ugadabu. This is so fucking hilarious. And I used to do that all the time when I was a kid, but I used to say it wrong all the time. I was like Uga Booga. That was really cool. Memories. Crash, come back. We're trying to make a competitive race here. Come on. Please. Don't go so far ahead. Just stay there for a bit and then let me overtake you around the final corner and make it look epic. And you are a douchebag planting that TNT there, Crash. I saw what you were doing. You coy imbecile. This is what you get. And now you've lost the lead. I hope you're proud of yourself. Okay, I've got a bomb and I know how to use it. Crash, don't get in my way, because look, I didn't get to use the turbo boost, you douche. That's what you deserve. Oh crap, I heard a bomb so I looked backwards. But everything was okay. So yeah, there's a lot of dangers from staying in the lead, and that means everyone behind you has a chance to hit you. Unless if you're quick enough to get away. But obviously power-ups such as the time clock or the vortex, you would not be able to avoid. But the good thing is, the AI does have some restrictions. They are never allowed to use the time clock's power-ups. They're never allowed to use the bubble power-ups. They are never allowed to use the vortex power-ups. They are never allowed to use the masks, as far as I've seen. They can only use chemicals, TNTs, rockets, bombs. They might get turbos. It's kind of hard to say, to be honest, because you don't know if it's just them power sliding or they've got a boost from a turbo pad. I don't know if they get turbo or not. I imagine they do. But yeah, they are quite restricted. And I take my third victory, and that's me with the championship taken already. Yes. So, I think all of these tournaments and championships has just helped me become a much better driver. And that's why I've won the championship already. So this race will be for glory and for a dominant tournament. So let's try and get 4 out of 4 wins and take this ultimate victory. And this is the unique track, Oxide Station. And if you want to win anywhere, it's here, because it's probably the most iconic track, I'd say, and the most enjoyable. It's like the Monaco of F1. So get out of the way. So yeah. So in terms of tracks, it feels like Monaco. It's like the most iconic. As I'm losing my voice. Do apologise, but I've been talking for a while. And that's what happens when you tend to lose your voice. You just have the need to cough, and I do apologise, because it feels like you've got something stuck in your throat. Anyway, I'll hang on to the end. As I am dying and trying to win at the same time. Tiny is ahead. No, who used that? I think I cancelled it out with a bomb. I was panicking. So I was throwing bombs everywhere. I think I threw a bomb forwards and then one backwards. The key thing here around this track especially is to use the turbo pads. Use as many as you can. The more turbo pads that you use, the quicker you will be. Especially if you wanted to do time trial mode and trying to figure out how to become quicker, definitely use the turbos. And there is a large section of the track that you can cut here, but I'm not going to do that. You do need a lot of speed and it does not always work. By the way, if you're short on that jump, you can fall onto the bridge of the previous track and you could lose a huge amount of time. So I've done it before. I was like, you have to pretty much do a third of the track again if you don't do a good enough jump. I mean, it has to be a really bad jump for you to do that. But I did that before, and that's how I do. Also, I looked up on the It's called Bandipedia, which is like a Wikipedia for Crash Bandicoot. And I looked at all the information for the tracks and the drivers as well. Some of them have different stats to others, etc, etc. The driver's stats don't really bother me that much in particular, but the tracks are really nice to know because there's shortcuts that I never knew that there was before, and there's even shortcuts that you can make with enough speed that wasn't intended to be a shortcut, so I thought that was very cool. Okay, so we're entering the final few stages of this race, and I want to have a dominant victory, so oh, Tiny, damn it, Tiny was in the way, so I crashed straight into him. I don't think I'm going to take this victory, but let's find out. I'm going to have to get a lot of speed through these final corners. Oh, and I got rockets on the final moment, and that's helped me to win. Yes. Thank you, rockets. I'm just pointing this out here, random right now. T-Rocket's blasted off again! I just had that randomly in my head, that's a Pokemon reference. So 36 out of 36 points. No one was going to beat me today. I was that good. And that was the first time I've won 4 out of 4 races in the championship. So that's absolutely fantastic. Sorry drivers, but you had no chance today. So that's have the yellow gem please. Thank you very much. So thank you so much for watching. This is James, and I'll see you in the next video.